Mongeau, girl, what is going on? What is up here? What is up, like, oh, I don't mean to start the video in such an energetic, like, aggressive way, albeit a bit aggressive, but I just gotta say, Tana Mongeau, dear Tana Mongeau, an open letter, what is going on up here? Because what we're gonna talk about with you not only going to another party, and a big party, defending it. Remember when there was a stage and era of Tana during quarantine where she was going to parties non-stop when she was supposed to be doing an apology video, by the way. Let's not forget that. And then she did apologies for that. Now she's saying, fuck you for wanting an apology. I'm gonna double down on the fact that I went to a party. And it's like, oh my... Girl. What? Oh my, whenever I saw this, I saw the likes of Smokey Glow, Spellsesh, Cat, Will freaking out on Twitter, and I was like, what is going on with Tana? Like, what has she done this time? You know what I mean? Because there's always something. There's always something. But I was like, am I interested? Because with Tana, there's a lot that she does that I'm like, she's looking for clout, I don't give a fuck. But with this, I was like, everyone's really angry, and she had done these, like, long stories on, like, just, like, words upon, and I'm not a wordy person. I don't appreciate some, like, long text to read. But I saw this, and I was like, I need to read this. And I was like, wait, that's weird as fuck. And I was like, whoa, what? And then I realized it was in reference to the fact that she went to a party, and it was like, you doubled down when people were calling you out for this. There's TMZ articles calling her, calling Jake Paul, and calling the people out that went to these parties, and she doubled down on it. She fucking doubled down, which shows that she doesn't care, she doesn't learn anything, and I'm tired of her stans giving her a pass. But at this point, it's interesting to note that most of them don't even defend her anymore, and they acknowledge that what she's doing is careless, and she almost doesn't even give a fuck on what their opinion is of her, which is like, shocking. Like, I get it, Tana, you want to be the Paris Hilton of YouTube, but Paris Hilton still respected her fans and respected the media. That's one thing about why Paris Hilton has lasted so long in this fucking industry. She says it herself, she's a nice person. People talking about her have said that she's been easy to work with, and you don't, like, Tana is like, gets that she's hard to work with, everyone says that, and this with the ego and you doing stuff that are just continuing to get you called out. Controversy will only last you so long. We're seeing this with Jeffree Star. Look how that's turning out. It's not going well for him either. So Tana, let's get to what is going on with this party. I am so frustrated, and it's like, over here, right, our numbers are getting better, we're about to be lifted in our lockdown again, and over in California, it's the complete fucking opposite. And it's like, they're aware of this. These influencers are... Remember they tried to make the argument? Who was it? It was like the Hype House manager or someone like that. Don't quote me. Was like, oh yeah, they need to go to parties. They need to go to social gatherings. They need to blah, 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 blah. Because it's their career. Their career is what? If your career relies on the fact that you need to go to a party, please evaluate yourself. And this is coming from someone with a small YouTube channel. I don't need to go to parties to be... Yeah, I just talk about you going to parties. But like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, you can do anything and I can talk about it. I don't need to talk about you going to parties. But I'm so frustrated that I am. Tana, girl, we've talked about you going to these fucking parties, and you've tried to show remorse, but this time you're just not. And it's like, why aren't you? Why is this time where you're like, nah, I couldn't be bothered anymore? Is it because you're making so much money on OnlyFans that you keep telling us now that you don't have to have a fucking, you know, relationship with the YouTube community anymore? Is that what it is? Or whenever you're getting interviewed by the Hollywood Fix and you talk about Spellsesh and you're like, they're the reason, you know, they're keeping your career alive. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Give me a moment before I get into this. Tana. Why? Let's talk about this party. Let's talk about her response, and just, none of this is good. But why would it be good? I'm asking the audience, why would it be good? Are y'all angry? Because at this stage, I don't know about you, I so badly want to go to clubs. I so badly want to go out every day. I so badly want to go to parties. But you know what? We can't. And this is coming from someone in Europe whose numbers of cases are so much fucking better. I want to have a social life too, Tana. You're having one, but you're not allowed to have one. None of us are allowed to have one. I mean, maybe over in Europe a little bit more, but like, not over there. Oh my god. And like from California too. The audacity, Tana. You did this for what? For us to talk about you? Congratulations. I hope it gets you some more OnlyFans subscribers so you can make more money. Because at the end of the day, it's very clear that that's your only aim. You don't have to upload videos on YouTube anymore because we just talk about you. I get it. But like, you're putting people at risk. If you weren't putting people at risk, we wouldn't be talking about it. Because, quite frankly, we don't care if you go to parties. But you're putting people at harm by going to parties. You know what I mean? I'm so mad. Sorry, I just need a moment. I'm so angry. I need to do like a doodle on my iPad or something. Sorry, just don't mind me. I'm just doing a little quick doodle. Okay, my doodling time's done. I'm back. So I saw this tweet by Deaf Noodles, and this is where it all began. Dennis, thank you. COVID party alert. And whenever I've seen Dennis tweet that, I get so frustrated because I know that Dennis is reporting on all these parties. He's doing a great job at it. And just, he's been doing it so much, Dennis, because he has to, because there's so many parties. I fucking feel bad for this man. Like, this man has to tweet the same shit every day because y'all keep going to parties after he calls you out for it. And for what? He said, COVID party alert. COVID denier, as in Jake Paul fully believes that this COVID is a hoax. These are the people we're dealing with, people. These are the people we are... Jake Paul throws massive party to celebrate winning fight against Nate Robinson. Jake's parents, Logan Paul, Tana Mongeau, and others were present. A lot of people were present, you're gonna see that. This is on the same day that California and LA start new mandatory lockdowns prohibiting gatherings of all types. Now let me show you this. Here's a mix of Instagram stories that Dennis has compiled from like Banks, from Tana Mongeau. Oh my god. This is from Banks. Do you see the amount of people? By the way, what were they gonna do if Jake Paul hadn't won the fight? Were they just gonna be like, oh, and just go home? Like, what were they gonna do in that case? Were they just predicting that he was gonna... Hold on. This is good fun, the caption is. I'm so angry. Look how many people. We're in a pandemic, folks. Now from Tana Mongeau. These are all from Tana Mongeau. That she posted, by the way, on her public story that has millions of followers. Whether you want to say it or not only partying, but promoting it. Is anyone else literally about to cry just of frustration? Yes, it is that deep. I care about this that deep. So here we go. Again, all by Tana. It goes on. Of course it does. Look how many stories she posted from this day, by the way. Let's celebrate, she's saying in the caption. I'm so frustrated. Look how many people are there. This is such a slap in the fucking face. More by Tana. I'm so frustrated. So it goes on. There's an over 2-minute compilation of just posts that were posted from this party, and I'm really fucking frustrated watching these. People love to throw the argument, you're just jealous. That's not where this frustration's coming from, babe. Kylie Minogue, give me strength. Give me strength, Kylie Minogue. So this is such a stupid sentence to say. I love it. I'm gonna keep it. Give me strength, Kylie. But, and it goes on. It goes on. It goes on. Do you want to hear what she defended it as well? So, first of all, Jake Paul's neighbors, who are the Triller compound, also threw a party with many Hype House members present. So, All of these people were throwing parties. All promoting it. Now the fucking difference is Tana Mongeau doubled down on it. Oh, and before that, TMZ did this article, Jake Paul post-fight mansion party pisses off mayor, could bite him. So it says, we'll get to Tana's statement in a second, but COVID was absolutely the last thing on anyone's mind as hundreds of people partied their hearts out, which is a slap in the face to the Calabasas community, according to the mayor. She's condemning the party, telling TMZ the gathering that Jake hosted this weekend was no doubt a super spreader event just waiting to happen, and that he should be ashamed of himself for allowing it when so many are suffering with the virus. So the mayor notes that she's aware that he was celebrating a massive victory, but frankly, she says that doesn't matter because the pandemic's more important, as it is. Ironically, it's actually because of Jake and other influencers and celebrities in that area that Calabasas adopted new COVID restrictions. Imagine these are your neighbors. This past summer, for parties like this, including a $100 fine for folks not wearing a mask in public. Raise that fucking fine. Raise it. They can afford $100 fines every single night. Make them bleed in another way in their pockets. More money. Handing over stuff. Do it. Oh my god. On this specific case, the mayor says neither her office nor the authorities were notified of Jake's blowout as it was happening, so they didn't check social media because the updates were posted in real time. Do better, mayor. Which she finds strange considering neighbors have flagged authorities about other Calabasas parties. As for what will happen now, it's a little hazy. Why is it a little hazy? Because if a non-celebrity, non-influencer, non-rich person does this, they're locked away. What's the difference? Oh my god. They're looking into ways to punishing Jake. We're told it's tricky since he wasn't caught violating it. There's videos, you dumbasses. Fucking hell. Now let's get to Tana doubling down on it. Spellsesh tweeted and said, is Tana really trying to justify this party? I know all of y'all don't live together. So this is what Tana did. Posting another video of it. Not even in real time, the next day. Saying, these videos all have made me so emo. The smiles on everyone's faces after putting our souls into this night for a year. It's so pure. That's not the word I would use to describe you, Tana, or this party. Everyone has truly become a family over the years, and there wasn't a new friend in the bit. I couldn't even get through that word because you're bullshitting. Stop acting like everyone in this lives together. We know it's not the case, Tana. Sorry, so building. Everyone was legit just screaming, hugging, crying, and counting our checks. LMFAO. Shout out to Jake for knowing he wouldn't let a single one of us down. But that's not all. She posted another picture with all of them here, not social distancing, not doing anything, on her story. See, you know what we're not going to do? That. Let's read some responses to this, by the way. Smoky Glow responded and said, putting our hearts into this. Shut the fuck up, Tana. All you've done this past year is slap everyone who supports you in the face time and time again and be a terrible role model. What a waste of a platform. T-Spill, did she really just try and make her partying during a pandemic sound deep and meaningful? I'm going through these responses. Everyone is so angry. This is someone who has a huge platform. Not even just a platform. A huge platform. She's showing time and time again she does not give a shit. She does not give a shit. Remember Keemstar? Remember I agreed with Keemstar because Keemstar called Tana Mongeau out and said, and I never agree with Keemstar. He said, Tana, think about your fans who've lost their family members to COVID. Their best friends. Family members who've lost their children who looked up to you to COVID. And you're doing this. And doubling down on that you're happy it happened. This is literally not okay. Not okay. At all. And it's so frustrating. It's beyond. It is quite literally fucking beyond. How can you get away with this time and time and show no remorse and fake this BS that you're gonna do better? And people fall for it. People fall for it every time. It is so frustrating. If I thought about this enough, I could cry. You know why? Whenever I stop filming my videos, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think at night about Tana Mongeau. I don't think at night about Jeffree Star. I don't think at night about who are the other ones? Garrett, Andrew, Shane, Ryland, Nikita Dragon, James Charles. I don't think about them. I think about them whenever I'm about to film my videos and what I care about in that moment and film it. And this is actually something I'm going to take with me because I'm really frustrated, Tana. How are you going to do this time and time again? You've pissed me off not only on a drama channel reporting on it level, but as a person. That this is just not okay. And for allegedly Jake Paul saying about how he doesn't believe COVID is a real thing. That it's a hoax. Kylie Minogue, give me fucking strength. It's not good enough, and what's the punishment? Nothing. Clout. Congrats, you got it. Congrats. Everyone, if you're watching this video right now, please comment a clap emoji. There you go, Tana. There's the clout you wanted. I'm clapping. I'll clap now for the next 10 seconds. Please, if you're watching this far, comment clapping emojis. You got your moment. Congrats. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.